What is going on? I'm Zedmont. Today is Wednesday, February the 17th. Did not put out a video on Monday or Tuesday. Monday was a holiday. Tuesday, I just didn't have anything to say. And so here we are on Wednesday. We're going to do some 5 engine room goodness with 10% battery. So we're going to have to make it quick. Now, this account has every single thing. Now, I don't have everything maxed at this point yet. Rocket launchers are the last thing that I'm going to be maxing because, like I said, rocket launchers aren't super awesome, but everything else is maxed except bombardiers. I also considered getting warriors just to do some like fun warrior attacks, but I just want to get this account to diamond, then we'll park it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some quick attacks. Now, I'm not kidding. We're going to be quick. 3:14, 3 minutes, 3:10, 3:04, 3:13. Quick, quick, quick. Now, I call this strategy like this dumb, stupid bulldozer strategy. Snowplow maybe, because we had like a foot of snow on the weekend, or 30 centimeters of snow if you're talking in metric units. It's funny. I am in Canada where everything is metric, but height is measured in feet, so it's very, very confusing. We're just going to plow through absolutely everything. Like, there is nothing smart about this. We're just going to spread out our heavy choppers. We're going to drop brick. And then what's going to happen is I'm just going to plow through all this crap. And I'm going to drop some of our friendly neighborhood seekers in behind. And then we're just going to plow all this stuff. Like, there is nothing smart about this strategy at all. But it is incredibly, incredibly satisfying when it works. And now we're just going to do one more battle orders. All of those things are going to go off yonder, and then we're going to throw some barrages and some artillery over here and hope the rest of the things happen as I was hoping they would happen. Then we'll just throw a flare back in there, and then another barrage, and then another artillery, and we should be easy breezy, lemon squeezy, and all of those kinds of things. So 3 minutes, 12 seconds. This base, I haven't seen a base like this, but this whole snowplow, I'm going with snowplow, by the way. Bulldozers be damned, it's wintertime, and we got snow here for the first time. I'm in the west coast of Canada, west, and it never snows here. So we got a foot of snow. My kids have been playing like crazy, building snowmen, stabbing them with samurai swords, and sledding down hills, and all sorts of stuff. I've been primarily watching due to my broken left arm. Not broken, just anytime I move it, it sends absolute shooting pain up my body. So there we go. One arm Zmod coming through with the W. And coming through W, it's like I'm rhyming here. Anyways, so video, I felt bad. I really meant to put out a video today, or yesterday I should say, but just sometimes I don't have it in me, and I'd rather not put out a video than put out some load of horse crap, which is kind of against the YouTube tradition, it seems. Like, I think you're supposed to put out a video like every day at a certain time and all that sort of jazz. But do let me know what you think. And by the way, you just want to keep this attack is not going well, and the reason for that is I let my my school buses, my bright yellow buses, stop, and you never ever want to let your school buses stop. I'm going to throw a smoke right in there, hoping to keep at least one of those dudes going. Now, this strategy does screw up from time to time. You need to keep an eye on how many of those seeker dudes are left, and I think all of my seekers are over there, which is going to be a problem because now all of my troops have spread out wide. But thankfully, we can throw an artillery right in there and hit this engine room. Be aware that you can hit things underneath a sky shield. You just sometimes need a little bit of patience, just to quote that Guns N' Roses slow song that everyone looks forward to at their grade 8 dance. I don't know what grade it was, but that one slow song that everyone looks forward to. Come on, you know it. That and Cold November Rain. Maybe I'm showing my age here, but nonetheless, Cold November Rain, that moment where like the song kind of stops and you like stop to dance, and that, yeah, anyways, let's carry on because hopefully someone out there, speaking of things that are coming out, Biggie is putting, I was going to say Biggie's putting out a new documentary, but there's a new Biggie documentary coming out March 1st. Looking forward to that. Music is somewhat central to my being, it seems a little bit, but we're going to go we're going to go right to left, which is going to probably be a bad idea, but sometimes you just got to do what is right and what you're used to. I'm just going to flare the shock launcher. That is all I typically do. Brick, of course, is going to get shot in the face because that's what Brick is also known for. Now, I finally went ahead and see this time I'm doing it properly, where I'm actually moving my school buses before they need to be moved. That is the key here. Key to this strategy is keep your school buses moving, because if your school buses aren't moving, they're staying still, and that is not a good thing whatsoever. So all you're trying to do with these things is clear the mines. That is your primary #1 goal. And now that our heavies are out front cruising right along, we can throw the occasional smoke in here, and then all of our seekers are going to be able to come through. We've got a total of, what's that, like 6 seekers left alive by the looks of things, and now they're just going to cruise through all of this stuff, and I probably should be throwing some artillery somewhere, but not that worried about it, because 2 minutes 56 seconds, not awesome times. You should be able to average like 3 minutes and 15 or something like that, but it is late night here. I'm recording on a Tuesday for Wednesday, which always makes things confusing in my brain, and my brain is fairly tired at the moment because it's been a long day. Nonetheless, cruising right along, picking up the wins, gonna get this account in a diamond. My other account is at 6 engine rooms, and I am waiting for troop damage. Just a spoiler alert, or not a spoiler alert, a little bit of a warning. On my other account, I went down into building health, into critters, into extra gunboat energy. Troop damage is a little more betterest, because troop damage makes everything better, and I went this bottom road, and GBE isn't nearly as much fun, and learn from my mistakes. Blowing things up quicker is betterest. That just means that your heavies are going to do more damage, and you're going to have all sorts of goodness. I love these bases. This base is designed for the snow plows. We're going to drop all of our things into here. I dropped my seekers way too early, and then that battle orders is not going to help matters. So now what we need to do is just keep all of our things moving forwards. Our seekers are going to keep moving, so we need to get the buses ahead of those puppies, and now it's just a matter of trying to keep all of the things moving. See those seekers? They don't have anything in their way because our heavies have cleared all of the mines. Now we're just going to be barraging all of the things, hoping to get this down as fast as we possibly can. Have a couple seekers left. 3 minutes 19, so very fast times possible with the seekers and the snowplows or school buses or magic school bus, Miss Frizzle, all that sort of good stuff. Do highly recommend this strategy, but just be aware that you need to keep those school buses moving, because if your heavy choppas have stopped, now this person's trying to do it in a slightly different way. They're bringing out their seekers very late. I'm not a fan of that, because look, they still haven't cleared the mines, so they're going to hit that shock mine that's sitting right in there, which is going to slow down their progress, maybe. Nope, they managed to avoid my shock mine, so I take that back, but they're still sitting at about 246, 245, something like that, so we're going to cruise to an easy victory, and I can say if you're going to get 3 minutes 19 seconds, you're likely going to win every single time. Let's get one more attack, and then we will call it a day. Trying to just show off the power of this strategy, and I've skipped a couple attacks in here simply because it's actually Wednesday morning now. I'm going to combine videos because I just ran out of steam last night, completely and utterly ran out of steam. It was just way too late when I started recording, so you're getting a hybrid extra double goodness recording with basically recorded over the course of 2 days. So we're going to throw a shock right about there, trying to keep that shock launcher somewhat occupied, and then we're just going to keep our heavies moving forwards. And, I mean, there's not a lot of difficulty in this strategy. The only difficult thing is just keeping ahead of your seekers, because if you don't, you're going to have a bad time. And now that this is happening, we're going to throw a couple smokes, trying to escape with a couple seekers. I think we've managed to get a couple out underneath all of this stuff, and now we're just going to keep that flare alive, and we're going to throw one last shock right there, hoping to keep our seekers moving forwards, blowing things up. It's going to be difficult, and the fact that these kind of bases where they're left and right make way more sense. I don't ever understand why people have this middle bit with everything on the right. As you can see here, having a base over on both sides just makes much more sense because it makes people go left to right. Slow time, almost, actually over 30 seconds slower. We're going to end on that. No, I can't end on a loss. We're going to do one more quick attack. Hopefully getting slightly better because Squiggles just whooped us. I think, yeah, only 6 seconds actually. And that is the thing. You never really know just how fast you're being because you never know when they start versus when you start. So this 2 engine rooms on the one side, don't have 1 engine room on one side. It makes no sense at all. Do throw out 2 engine rooms on one side because that way people can't just barrage it. So a little bit of defensive maneuvering there. What we're going to do is I'm going to go something like this. Now, one thing that I haven't really talked about is the idea of dropping one bus on slightly farther out. You'll notice that shock launcher should grab it, which can do great things for us by having things ever so slightly spread out. And once again, I just haven't got my buses moving quite quick enough. Now that they're, look at this, we're going to distract that shock launcher fairly well just by having all of our things going, and now we're just going to get moving. So moving your troops early on does wonderful things. So it's better to flare early than late. When in doubt, just flare super early. And now we can throw a shock right about there, hopefully getting the shock launcher and the shock blaster. That was fairly magical as far as shocks go. And now hopefully we can get all of our gunboat energy onto this last engine room and pick up what I'm hoping is going to be a win at above 3 minutes. So I guess maybe set 3 minutes as your goal, as a time to win, and that should make you progress. Keeping those buses, keeping the snowplows ahead of your troops is goal number 1, and I find that I often will flare far too early. So when in doubt, just flare early, and I think that will help you pick up some easy wins. Like you can see here, I'm only at 18 or 19. That is primarily based on me playing when I shouldn't be playing, and also me just not having the time to push. Gonna push to diamond sometime in the next 4 days, 15 hours. I kind of like hanging out in gold because I don't have to park. As soon as I get to diamond, I'm gonna park this account, which is the downside that I find in warships. Anyways, hopefully this finds you happy and well and all that sort of good stuff. If you're looking for a task force, do hit me up. Look in the description down below. By the way, check out that intel, 119 on the week, hoping to get up into the 200 range. I've only hit 300 once. Let me know in the comments what your highest intel you've ever gotten in a week is, and I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmod. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and code Zedmod in your box, but more importantly, hit me up in the comments. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace!